Greetings, Iain from RTO here. Welcome to a new album review, as we do on Fridays if there's new albums out. And today we are looking at the new album by American rock band Shinedown. Of course, Shinedown are an American rock band from Jacksonville in Florida, formed by singer Brett Smith. We've already done an album ranking of Shinedown, which you'll be able to see after you've watched this. And they have just released their 7th album, which was released on July the 1st, called Planet Zero. Should have been out in April, but was postponed due to a delay in CD and vinyl production. So on here we have got Brent Smith on lead vocals, Zach Myers on guitars, Eric Bass on the bass, and Barry Kirch on the drums. Opens up with a little 22-second keyboard piece called 2184. It's near enough like a concept album, this is. That's pretty good. Then the first proper track on here is called No Sleep Tonight. This has got a great opening riff from Zach Myers. Really good guitarist, I do like his riffs. Then you get Brett coming in on his vocals. It's not a bad track. Third track is the album titled Planet Zero. Another good track. The guitar solo on this is really good. It's got some strong riffs in this one as well. You start to get a theme when you get down here, what it's all about. And then the next bit is a little robotic voice thing, and I think it's starting to tell the story of this place called Planet Zero. And it all starts making sense. So you get an introduction of what's going on. Then we get a track called Dysfunctional You. It's got some great keyboards on this. Don't know who plays the keyboards on it, but it sounds really good. And you got this really strong vocal from Brent. He's such a good singer. Great little song that is. Then the next one is called Dead Don't Die. Some great things about this track. That opening killer riff from Zach. Then you get this great thumping bass line from Eric Bass. Absolutely brilliant track. Really is one of my favourite tracks off this album. Then we get a thing called Standardized Experience, and this is more of that robotic voice continuing on the story of Planet Zero. Really makes sense. I'm not one for these dialect things, but on this album it actually adds to the album. It actually does get you into the story. Then we get American Burning, terrific track. The drumming on here from Barry Kirch, brilliant, and a great bass line again from Eric. Really strong track. Love the riffs in this. It's heavy. Great stuff. Do Not Panic. We got the little more of the story. Fantastic little piece. It's only 33 seconds, but it really gets you back into the story. Then we get a Symptom of Being Human. This is an acoustic song with strings. Probably my favourite. One of my favourite tracks, if not my favourite. Love this right, and the vocal just shows the versatility of Brent's vocals. This is a more softer approach. Absolutely brilliant track. Then we get Hope again. This is more of a gentle track. They've slowed down the pace of the album. It's very pleasant. Then we have the more of an Utopian future. Again, we have the more of the story from this robotic voice telling the story. Really good. Then we get Clueless and Dramatic. One of my favourite tracks again. I love the drumming from Barry on this. You get them usual great riffs if you're into your Shinedown. Tell it's a Shinedown track. Great vocal as usual. This is hard and heavy. Really have they've such a matured since their last album. Absolutely brilliant track. Sure is fun. I like the guitar at the beginning of this. I think it's just a great little track. It's not the best on the album, but it's a pleasant enough track. Then we get Daylight. Again, I do like the gentle side of Shinedown. They're a great rock band, but they do come up with some nice quieter tracks, and the piano work on this is superb. Terrific vocal from Brent on this. It's probably one of his best I've heard him do. Then we get more of the robotic voice called This Is a Warning, telling more of the story. Then we get another fabulous track called The Saints of Violence and Innuendo. Zach's riffs are on this. A great heavy track again. Brilliant stuff. Then we get Army of the Unappreciated. Barry's drumming on this is dynamite. The vocals are a little bit shouty, but I think it's because of the energy of this track and I sort of don't mind it. It's a bit punk rocky as well, and I quite like that. Then we get Delete, which is the final bit of the dialogue story, which has really added to this album. It makes sense of it. Then the last track on here is What You Wanted. It's different. And I like it. That, you know, they're trying to do a Muse like Unclosed Desire sort of thing, and that actually works, and I like it. I've listened to this album 3 or 4 times, and I went back and listened to some of their other ones as well, just to compare it and see how they've progressed. And I think I've come to conclusion now. This is probably their best album since The Sound of Madness, which happened to be my favourite album. One of my favourite albums. Because the last album, they sort of changed their sound a little bit. But this one's gone back to that original sound and the sound that I really like of Shinedown. And although this isn't a concept album, it hasn't been put out as a concept album, I don't think. I think it is. It's got the feel to it, and adding them bits of dialogue in between the tracks really works. It gives it a flow. There's a lot of tracks on here. There's 20, including the dialogue, but it is really good, and I think this is their best album for a long time. I think this is an excellent album, and they have matured a lot since 2018, and it's Brent's vocals have improved. I just think it's a strong album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. Go and check it out. It's on Spotify. If you don't want to even buy it, you can just go and listen to it. Okay, that's all for this week. Another week has flown past. Just to let you know, we're now up to 489 subscribers, so we're 11 off 500. Be lovely to have 500 be amazing to have it by this time next week, but I'm hoping by the time we come back on to live streams that we will have 500 subscribers and hopefully 10,000 views, 100,000 views. All as ever, thank you for your support on the channel, always much appreciated. I enjoy looking at your comments, even when you don't agree with me. It's great banter and I appreciate it because that's what I like to hear. If you're watching this for the first time, if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. See if we can get to 500. It's going to be a hot weekend here in the UK, so have a good weekend, stay cool and safe, look after your pets, make sure they're comfortable, and I will see you all on Monday. And the first show on Monday is part 2 of the Sammy Hagar story. So we are looking at the albums of Van Halen, the whole lot. Don't just do Sammy's, we'll do the whole thing, of course. And next week's classic album, it's the first time we've probably talked about grunge, and it's an album that I actually do like, and it's Super Unknown by Soundgarden. Probably one of the better grunge albums that came out. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you all Monday. Bye for now.